Hi guys, I'm Anya. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be doing a mental check-in. Just sit and chat and talk about what's been happening for the past 24 years. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be a quarter century years old. Can you believe it? I can't. I can't. I hardly feel like 16. This is crazy, but yeah, we're doing it. So yeah, I got some questions off the internet that's gonna help guide my reflection. I'm excited, a little bit scared, just a little, but for the most part, I'm excited. This birthday is hitting me totally different than all my other birthdays in the past. Yeah, so I do still want to get all dolled up and under vibes on my eyelash, but at the same time, I think this one makes me really want to disconnect and reflect. Look at what's going on. Look at where I'm going. Look at who I am. Who I've turned into over the past couple of years. Um, so yeah, please stay with me. You can follow along too. The questions aren't too detailed, nothing too serious, just simple questions for the fun of it. I think this would be fun to do not only for like a birthday reset, but not even for a new year reset, more like monthly reset, weekly, honestly, daily reset. Like it's that important to constantly reflect and look inward. And also, they're really easy questions. So let's get into it. There's a cat in my lap. Kitty, say hi. Tell everyone hello. Wanna say hello? Hello. Alright, go now. Go, Kitty. Okay. So, what are you most proud of this past year? Um. Okay. So this past year, I've been stretched left, right, and center. So I'd say the thing I'm most proud of is making it through the year as a whole person. When I think back at how the year started, it was wild. I had a crazy run, and I'm so proud to see myself here, sitting, standing, happy, being able to recollect with such peace and such joy, contentment, really. That's a flex. So yeah, earlier in the year, I went through heartbreak, and honestly, it didn't stop me from loving. It didn't stop me from experiencing the love of others. So I was able to get through it without breaking. Um, I've I've experienced disappointment, but at the same time, it didn't stop me from the excitement of achievement. I've also experienced that this year. So definitely, it's been a wild year, and I'm just so proud of myself for using the lessons that I've learned in previous years to help me ride this one out. Okay, what were the biggest challenges to navigate this year? Okay, so my biggest challenge to navigate this year was definitely the great wait, and that's what I'm gonna call it, the great wait. Patience is a virtue, guys, and my faith and my patience was tested. Honestly, I hated every minute of it. I couldn't go left or right. I felt stagnant. I felt trapped. But really, what was happening was me, like I said, being tested and being challenged to turn that what do you call that trapped feeling into a feeling of freedom, into liberation, into patience, being able or learning how to give up control and to let things be, to not be so anxious. All of that, I learned all of that. It was definitely a challenge, and I still have a far way to go where patience is concerned, but definitely that was one of my biggest challenges this year. So, what are your biggest accomplishments this year? Joining the kingdom for sure. No contest, no debate. That has been the best decision ever, ever. Like, yeah, I feel so happy every time I think about it. So lucky too. Just honestly grateful that I was given the opportunity and the space, and I finally made the decision because everything in my life aligned where it needed to be, and I'm just so happy. You know, it was a great decision. Don't regret it, and I can't wait to see where my journey with God takes me next. Second greatest achievement is my degree. I'm a whole physio. That's really exciting. So, yes, I closed that chapter. Well, not closed, but you know, I'm on to the next chapter within that whole book of my career. So, yeah, got the paper, got the degree or whatevs, and I'm really, really, really excited to see what comes next. You're gonna hear that word a lot. Excited. What can I say? I'm excitable. What are you grateful for this year? Okay, grateful. One thing, or do we have time to list the millions? If I have to choose one, I'm going to say the people. The people. Everyone who went into the making of Anya definitely deserves a shout out. Yeah, it took a village, and I'm really grateful for all the help that I've gotten. I wouldn't have gotten this far without first my family. These people literally lift me up, put me on them shoulder, and carry me through. When I thought I couldn't, they could. They thought I could, and they made sure that I did. My friends too. Oh my gosh, I don't need to call name, but big up yourself. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. Couldn't have done it without you, and wouldn't want to do it any other way. Love you guys. Strangers on the street, everybody, yo, it took a village, and I'm really grateful. Thank you. What is your action plan for the upcoming year? Action plan. Okay, I think for action plan, definitely I'm gonna take some inspiration from scripture. Nothing new under the sun. Alright, so the scripture that I'm going with is Ephesians 2 verse 8 to 9, which reads, "For by grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest anyone should boast." And that's the New King James Version. I love it. Okay, so yes, I'm of course gonna give it my all. I'm gonna push and pour into my life like nothing else, but at the same time, just having that comfort, knowing that it's not by works, it's nothing that I can do that's gonna move me along. You know, it's really the grace of God. It's a gift. It's Him. It's for His glory. So just knowing that, I think, is really comforting. All right, so let's put that into step by step. Okay, so the first thing is to sit back. Second thing is to relax, and finally, just let Him work. Just let Him do it, and be obedient to His call. That's my action plan. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is recollect, right, and just look at the lessons and things that no longer serve me, things that I'm leaving behind in this old season, and things that I'll be taking with me instead. Okay, so I'll be leaving behind 5 major ideas. The first of which is over explaining things. Gots to go. No ma'am. I'm over it. Literally, I can't. I'm tired. I'm not gonna be doing it no more. Idolizing anything, really. Yeah. Procrastination. Being over emotional or over invested. I think that's kind of tied to idolizing. And oversharing. Okay, so let's do this. Here are the things I'm taking with me instead, okay? So, first, I'll be practicing the art of saying no. It's an art. It is. All right. Yeah, just understanding that no is a complete sentence. I don't owe anyone anything more than that. And really, it's just boundary setting, like learning boundaries, and that's all it is. Just respecting my own boundaries and respecting the boundaries of others. Saying no is okay, and I'll be doing it. Okay. Next, I'll be making God the center of everything I do, or really paying keen attention and not getting that lost in translation. Because yeah, everybody says, oh, God is most important thing, blah blah blah, but are you practicing it? This time, for this season, I'm really gonna be checking in and making sure that God is the center of this. God is involved. This glorifies God somehow. Scriptures I'll be using to guide me in that are Ecclesiastes 12 verse 13, Matthew 6 verse 33, and Colossians 3 verse 23. Okay. Next thing I'll be taking with me into this new season is sustainable productivity. I just thinking about hustle culture makes me want to die. Okay. Instead, I'll be practicing steady state productivity. I'm so over hustling really hard, burning out even harder, hustling even harder because I felt bad for burning out, and just going over it again. Like, I think I want my productivity to come from a place of joy, of contentment, of just genuine purpose and love for whatever I'm doing, and not from a place of fear and external pressures, societal pressures. That's a no-no. I literally can't do that anymore, so I'm leaving that behind. Next is I really be trying to learn more about emotional intelligence and practice it a lot more. That says it all. Like, emotional intelligence is so important. You can be the smartest cookie in the cookie jar and still not get anywhere because you lack the emotional intelligence. And I think we go through a school system where IQ is really pushed, and we learn so many nuggets of information, like random knowledge, but we don't learn how to manage our emotions well. We don't learn that, so it's my job to catch up. Next, I'll be practicing the art of silence. Silence. What do I even say? I have to admit, like, in the past, I've been a tiny bit of a chatterbox, and give myself a break, okay? I'm not being too hard on myself, because honestly, it was a way to get through my social anxiety. It was what I did to keep myself safe. And it served me for some time. It was my way of kind of getting through it, and learning to break out of being shy and speak up. I kind of overcompensated a little bit. Yeah, okay, fine. But I appreciate it. I appreciate what I did to get myself where I needed to be. It's just that in this season, at this stage, it no longer serves me, and that's okay. I'm going into my season of mystery, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to just do and let my actions, let my results speak for themselves. My mouth finally gets a break. Yeah, that's how I see it. And that's it. That's the 5 things I'm leaving behind and the 5 things I'm taking with me instead. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna do an excitement count, okay? I'm so excited to be moving on into this next season of my life. I feel different. I feel older, and that doesn't usually happen. 23 didn't feel different from 22, and 24 didn't feel different from 23. But going into this new season, I feel different. I feel ready. A little bit, a little bit. Adulting is still wild. It's still crazy, and I'd unsubscribe if I could. But you know, it is what it is. I'm still really excited to see what life has in store, and I'm also excited to share a little bit of the journey with you. So stick around if you can, if you want to, if you like it here, I don't know. And I'll see you next time.